Okay,
So
it's as you've said, it's an investment opportunity. Are there samples of these houses you're talking about?
yes, we do have, I think, about three that we're going to show you real quick, and I think you do have the pictures. So if we could put up the picture, the first one is Baywood, um, and it's about 11 million naira. I'm just going to take a look at the records here. It's about 11 million naira, and we do have a tenant in that property paying a rent of 1.8 million naira net after all expenses. On that property. And we also have a property called Elmwood. I'm hoping that you're going to put up these pictures, but if you can't, I'm just going to go ahead. That is 37 million, and we have a tenant paying 3 million naira annually. Okay, and we do have the third property, which is a 56 million naira property. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house. I think it's on the 9th hole in a golf subdivision. And it
Okay,
does
this
have
one we have that you
oh,
can see on the screen right now is called what?
well, this is actually Ellenwood. It's 37 million. Oh, this is another house now. This is Waterford, and it's 56 million. It has a salt I think a salt water pool. And if you want to show the other picture of it, you'll see the pool on the backside.
Okay.
Okay.
And and then there's another one that's 11 million.
Okay, so we have the
Yes,
one with the pool.
this is the same house. So this is the back side of the house you just showed, and this is 56 million. I think it's on the
Million
11th
naira.
hole on the golf course.
Million naira.
I'm
56
sorry.
million naira, you say?
It's 56 million naira.
Okay.
And it's on a golf course subdivision, and the pool you see is a heated salt water pool.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
But in all of this, does a Nigerian who is interested, okay, which one is this one now?
This is
one
the
on
same
the screen.
house.
Okay. Does a Nigerian
This
need...
is Ellenwood. Okay, I'm sorry. There's a little bit of a delay.
Yeah,
So.
okay.
This is Ellenwood, and Ellenwood is 37 million. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and it does have a tenant that brings in a rent of 3 million naira net every year.
Okay, I was going to ask you, for a Nigerian who is interested in buying a property in America, does he or she need to travel there to do this, or do they need to be citizens of the U.S. to be able to buy property?
Thank you for that. You don't need to be a citizen. You don't need to have ever traveled to the U.S., and you don't need to travel. What we offer is called an armchair investment. You sit on your chair just the way you are doing, and we do all the work for you. You can actually, there's only 2 things our investors do, and that's pick the property they want, pay for the property they want. Every other thing we do ourselves. So you really don't need to travel. You just give us power of attorney, and we'll do all the work for you.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
the
the
question
issue
of
of trust.
Yes,
How do
absolutely.
you deal with that?
Absolutely. Thank you for that. The good thing about buying real estate in America is that it's a highly regulated industry, in the sense that when you say in America that I'm living the American dream, it means you just bought a house. That's how much premium they place on that industry. So buying a house is it's not as easy. It's not an all-comers game. You have to be licensed. So it's strictly regulated. And for us, the issue of trust is this. When we do buy a property for you, you get your C of O. Your C of O comes to you in Nigeria, okay? It goes through a process called recordation. Yeah, a nice word for saying we're going to record
we
the
can
C.
see on the screen?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So you see the deed. It's redacted for confidentiality purpose, so you don't see the names. But that's the deed. That's the CFO. It comes to you here in Nigeria, and it shows ownership. And if you scroll down or up, you see that this house was bought in the state of Georgia in Fulton County. And once you get this deed, we'll show you how to search. If you go to fultoncounty.gov, you can click on search for properties. There are 2 ways to search, either by your name or property address. If you put in your property address, any house you have in that county is going to pop up. Or you put in the address, your owner's name, your name is going to pop up. And every time you click on it, it's going to show you how much we bought that house, when we bought that house for you, and all the previous owners since that house was built. So there's no 419, there are no two ways about it. Everything is recorded. So the issue of trust does not really become an issue anymore. Okay. It's all in black and white.
Okay.
Someone is watching and perhaps is thinking, okay, I want to have this investment. What can such a person do?
Well, give us a call. Absolutely, we'll be happy to walk you through the process. And at the end of the day, we'll be hopefully able to get you a piece of the American dream.
Okay.
Give you a call. What are the numbers? Is there a website that you can go to?
Absolutely. Our website is www.ihomes, I for international, then homes, ihomesandrealty.com. ihomesandrealty.com, and our phone numbers, I think, are on your screen, but 080-999-06489, 080-999-06498, 081-0160-2121.
Okay. Just before we let you off the hook here, tell us about your 5-star guarantee.
Well, we're going to talk about a lot of all of those, but see, one of the things we want to talk about, 5-star guarantees, I think we briefly mentioned it, one of which is that will give you a tenant who pays the rent, that is guaranteed. One of the great things we do, I like to talk about as well, property management, make sure that everything works for you. And third of all, if you're not happy with us, when you do pay your money for this property, if for any reason, before we purchase that property for you, you're not happy with the process, just give us a call. We'll give you your money back 100%, no questions asked. One critical thing I'd like to mention is that because we do everything for you, we take care of your taxes. In America, you don't want to fall foul of the law, especially when it comes to the tax man, okay? Mm-hmm. So we do have our accountants who take care of your taxes once every year. And I want to attach this to our taxes. It's our LLC. We advise you in the best way that you can pay less taxes legally. And one of the best ways is not to buy in your own capacity, but to buy in a legal entity, like a limited liability company, which our lawyers will register for you. And an LLC is the equivalent of an LTD here in Nigeria. So you can purchase that house in a legal capacity and pay less taxes legally. And we do assure, one of the fifth one is that we do assure that you will get your rent. The rent we have told you you're going to get, you will get it every month. Here in Nigeria, we either pay it into your account in Nigeria or we pay it into your account, whatever other accounts in the US or wherever you ask us to.
All right, thank you very
Thank you so much.
The Chief Operating Officer of the International Homes and Realty Limited, Siri Himo. Thank you for speaking with us.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. It's been a pleasure, actually.
And we wish you well.
Thank you.
All right, Sunrise will be back in a moment to look at another foundation and what they're doing for humanity. Don't go away.